On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. Second and goal from the 8. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Mayava. Touchdown, USC! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Green. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Hall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll be brought down.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Tar Heels are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wideout. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Lane.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're going to run it to the right. Oh, better look out. Runs through a tackle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle, and you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The Trojans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Escapes the pressure going right. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Looking for the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll open the second half with a run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Looking to scramble. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll ride his man on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, the nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensive.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Green. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Buying some time. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Using his legs, it's good. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going.
Touchdown, UNC! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The play action fake. Got a man. It's Sanders. Breaks into the open. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Here comes the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the 1st down marker, and they'll give up the ball. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. With the catch, it's Johnson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Tar Heels will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in and shipped. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Culliver. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Quarterback now breaking the field. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For From EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. To the air, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Horton. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll try it over the left side. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning as well.
So you're gonna spam the same plays, or you're gonna play a game? Just let me know. I'll give you the dub. I don't want to play like this. Just let me know, but please.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throwing right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think that's lame, bro. Just spamming the same plays. Like, you don't know how to play?
Missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying play action. With the catch, it's Miller.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Pressure coming. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Alabama quickly back to the line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw at Simpson. That's caught. It's Cuevas. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to ball his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Back to throw, it's Maava. Snags it over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Maava. He's got an open man. Open field on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Horton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. Off and running. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got a man, it's Jordan. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Strachan. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies him on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, USC.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Power football with the run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Lane. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they tacked on the extra point. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Release to the back. That's caught, it's Miller. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Moving away from pressure.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Powers forward. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Touchdown, USC! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. The sure hands, it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the